So does something like this sound kind of familiar to you? You might pull out your phone to check the time or send a message or like actually do something on your phone, and then suddenly 30 minutes later you realize you're scrolling through Instagram or Twitter, YouTube, TikTok, whatever your time waster of choice is, and you never even did the thing you were going to do when you pulled your phone out. Yeah, well, I found myself doing that way too much, so I decided to actually do something about it. If you enjoyed this video, please like and maybe even subscribe. No pressure though. So yes, I deleted most of the big social media apps off of my phone. But why, you might ask? Well, I'm glad you asked. So first of all, is actually just that it's pretty bad for your mental health. Kind of. You're just mindlessly scrolling through the specific things that other random humans decided to post. And yeah, there's no way that's good for you, and it's not. And it's addictive, just one little dopamine hit after another. You just want to be like, oh, that wasn't good, one more. One more, one more, one more. And you just keep on going. And suddenly it's 3 in the morning, and you're still just laying in bed, haven't slept, haven't gotten anything else done. And then doing this constantly throughout the day, for me anyways, just like killed my productivity and my motivation to do anything. I didn't want to do anything. Just wanted to keep on scrolling, watch videos, whatever. Yeah, just completely killed my productivity. I didn't want to do anything else. That's one big thing I've noticed since deleting it, is that I more often be like, okay, yeah, let's go. I want to do this. I want to work on this video, work on this project for school, whatever it is, just more motivation, productivity, to do things. So yeah, I just deleted kind of the apps that seemed to be wasting my time the most. I would say the three big ones for me were Instagram, YouTube, and Twitter. I just noticed that, I was using those all the time and wasting a lot of time on them. And I do still have some other apps that you might consider social media kind of, and some that I would agree are social media more or less. But it's not the things that just, were always at the top of my screen time graph, and I don't find myself wasting so much time on them, which is why I still have them, and most of them I at least have a little bit of a reason to have. Now, obviously, I'm not just completely cut off from all social medias and everything. Obviously, I still have my computer here, which I regularly use some of these services and websites that I deleted off of my phone. And I also have this right here. It's an iPhone 10R, and I basically just use this for testing betas and some other random stuff, and so I have some of those apps downloaded on there as well. I also can just go on the browser and go to the web apps there, but with all of these, kind of the idea and the reason I got rid of it a little bit, rid of the apps, is that the apps were always just right there. I'd get notifications from them, I'd always see the apps, I'd just go on and click on it and start scrolling through it. Whereas with all these other options that I technically can access it through, it's not quite so in your face right there all the time. Like this phone, I don't always have on me. I don't carry it around with me everywhere I go like I do my main phone. Obviously, my computer is just a desktop computer. It's sitting here all the time. Obviously, it's not with me wherever I go. And the web apps, I can technically go on them anytime I want, but it's just a lot less convenient to use them. The UI is not as slick and smooth and nice. It's just kind of a pain to use, like I said, and you miss some of the features, you don't get notifications, stuff like that. So I just didn't find myself, constantly going on those apps like all the time. Whereas when I had the actual apps downloaded, I would, found myself just all the time going on there and messing around. And then suddenly I'm like, I shouldn't be doing this. Why am I doing this? I'm wasting so much time right now. Now I know exactly what you're thinking right now, though. You're not the first genius to think of deleting social media apps off your phone. Yeah, I know I'm not the first one to do it. I'm not the first one to think of it. And I, too, was always kind of skeptical of people that said they did it and it did all these magical things for them. And I think maybe some of them are probably exaggerating and just getting more views, whatever. But I think social media does have a much bigger negative impact than what a lot of people realize. And since making this decision, I've noticed a couple of things. First of all is that my screen time is significantly lower on average. And I don't actually have proof, I guess, to completely back that up because you can't go back that far on, Apple's built-in screen time recording feature. So I guess the source here is, just trust me, bro. It has gone down a lot. And one other thing that kind of is going along with that, I guess, is that I noticed I would often pull out my phone and then realize I don't have those apps anymore and be like, why am I on my phone right now? whether I was by myself or with other people. Almost more often, I'm like, okay, I'm with these other people, I should be with them. There's nothing to do on my phone. I didn't pull it out for a reason. I pulled it out because I was bored, And even just, by myself, I'm bored, I pull out my phone. And so it made me realize how much I did that before and how much I would just pull it out all the time and, waste my time scrolling through random stuff. And so, I noticed myself pulling out my phone sometimes and then being like, I don't have anything to do on here. And just put it back away and find something else to do. And I think kind of just my overall quality of life, I guess, when it comes to using my phone has been improved. I think it's helped me now to use my phone more of what it really is, and that's a tool. So your phones can do a lot of incredible things, but they can also be addictive in ways that are not good. And so I think I've just been using it more as a tool instead of a time waster, which in my mind is a really good thing. So does this mean that everyone should delete all the fun apps off their phones? No, that's not what I'm saying here, but I think it is a good thing for most people to try, at least, especially if, like me, you still have access to some of this stuff in other ways without having the apps downloaded right on your phone. If you do, I think it's a good thing to try, and even just for anyone, just to give it a shot for a little bit, and if it doesn't work out, and you still have to get it again, I don't think, it's the biggest deal. I think social media does have a bigger negative impact than a lot of us realize, I think. I don't think we should, I'm not just saying we should all delete it and everything. No, that's not what I'm saying. I think it's a good thing for most people to try, even if just for a little bit. And like I said, especially if you have access to this stuff in other ways, there's no reason not to try, I don't think. I think it's just something that most people, if you're watching this video, just consider it. Just at least think about it, like, do I really need these apps? And maybe try just deleting them for a little while and see how things go. So that's about all I have today. But if you want to see my thoughts on the iPhone 14 Pro, which by the way has been recording this whole entire video, and why I think it's nearly a perfect phone, but you probably still shouldn't buy it, check out this video right here, and I'll see you all later.